Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, man. Back here for another weekly show. Glad to be here.
Another day.
Yeah, how was your week?
Mine was pretty good. I heard you went up to your awesome
Yeah,
spot up there, huh?
yeah. I had to do a little,
Heard you found some sheep.
a lot of sheep and a lot of
You did some sheep
goats.
herding.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Except the sheep herder was riding a bicycle.
That was
That was
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, the residents up there are getting the hillsides cleared out.
Uh,
All right.
she
There's our
made it.
there's our guest for the night wearing her Elmer Fudd hat.
Hey, how come nobody takes me serious?
Yeah.
No,
Or the booty cat.
yeah.
Or
They
the
don't
booty
take
cat.
girls serious. Okay,
Uh-huh.
we're very serious.
We are very serious, especially wearing the thinking cap.
Oh yeah, I don't have a Lincoln cap. It's on the Butler.
Oh
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, that's that one behind you. Yep.
Yeah. It's on
the
her.
wrong.
That is
See
on
him?
her butler back there.
Mhm.
All right. You guys, everybody ready to go?
Let me turn my light on. I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Huh.
Yeah, she is. She's always ready. Well, our next guest for this week has quite a lot of interesting stories. She investigates a lot of stuff along with Bigfoot, and lately she has gone down a rabbit hole that no one really wants to dive down, but she dove in head first, and she's got some pretty crazy stuff.
Uh-huh.
So
Crazy.
everybody, I'd like to welcome Paranormal Mason Exploring. So
I remember when you were just exploring. I remember your channel from a while back.
Well, we all gotta graduate, right?
Yeah. Got to move on, right?
yeah, well, her exploring has led her down this rabbit hole. It's been quite an interesting road for her to go down, and she takes it, man. She's a trooper. So
Yes. Hey,
No.
okay. So before we talk, just to touch on what you said, I mean, part of the growth was I love history. And because I like history, it was, I would be exploring this abandoned Nike base or this abandoned government place. And then all of a sudden, things started to happen. Like, you want me to just go ahead and start? Okay, so I really like history. There's no reverb, right? On the okay, good.
No.
So I really love history. I love exploring. All my life I've the quads, the four-wheel drives, everything. Okay. So I was investigating an abandoned Nike base, right? And I've always believed in Bigfoot. I have a picture from 1978 of the Bigfoot sign in Lake Hughes. And so it's not something I just, came on board with. Okay. So I go to the abandoned Nike base, and the legend is that there's the prom queen ghost. And I'm like, so I'm up there exploring, and I'm videoing with my dog, just exploring. And I don't know if you guys know, but you get that creepy feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like a really creepy feeling. Maybe that's how we first start as investigators, is it started to I could feel it, right? And I was like, what, I feel like somebody was watching me. So then I took my cell phone and I was snapping pictures, right? And then I'm like, I'll show you guys the pictures. So as I'm snapping pictures, I noticed I snapped some pictures of what looks like, to me, he looks like a shadow figure. Okay. Can you guys see that? Is it on the screen, Kevin?
Oh wow, that looks like it's peeking out from around a tree.
You guys see that, right? See the
Yeah.
butt? You see there's a butt?
You see like the butt and the back of it, and then the head and the arm on the other side of the tree.
Yeah, well, get this. It gets better, right? Hold on. I went the wrong way. Hold on. So here is the Shadow Man 1. Here's Shadow Man 2. You see in this one, his face is coming through. So I'll do it side by side. just to let you guys know, like I wasn't crazy, right? So I
Oh,
get
that's
this
a
weird feeling. You see it now?
Yeah.
yeah.
changed
Well, I
up a
mean, it
little.
looks like the one on the left is starting to appear, and then the one
Yeah.
on the right, it's like it's right there.
Yeah, like it's almost like he was peeking. Then in this one, he moved, and you can see his head, like his face. I
Yeah.
mean, right?
Right. Yeah,
So
you could definitely see that things are in different positions from one to the other,
Jesus, like
which suggests
some
movement.
yeah, some idiot goes, "Oh, that's just a stick." I'm like, really? Oh, okay. The stick changed its face.
Right. Big
But,
changes.
So, like, you guys see what I'm saying? Like, I had this feeling, and it was legit. So I got this picture, right? Then the second picture of that incident was this guy. This guy is nuts. This is the same day, same within the few minutes, only it's a different tree. So now I see a guy here, his face. Okay.
Right.
And if you look really close, which I have, this looks like a claw hand. Looks like he has a claw hand. It's like, it's legit. This is a video, the still.
Yeah.
See his
Yeah.
face?
That looks weird because I mean you could tell that there is a tree
Yeah.
in there at the top because it's very
Yeah.
thin, but then it comes down and then there's I don't know.
Like I could tell you this ghost creature right here, it's morphine and then it forms into a real woman after. So this is a video still. So
Right.
I see him, he's got his receding hairline. So I see him. This is the same time. This is over to the left. This is over to the right. Okay. So what happens is I get these spidey senses.
Oh, we lost her for a second. There
there.
she is.
So-
we're back.
So I'm going to explore this abandoned Nike base. First of all, it's not abandoned because there's barbed wire, electric fences, you know what I mean? And there's cars. It's supposed to be like a ranger station. It's all BS. It's a cover. So-
Are you talking about the retired Nike silo on Mulholland?
No,
Oh,
this is
okay.
a different one that's still
okay.
active. It's the only one that still has its launch pad intact.
Oh, wow.
You know, where and that's got all the barbed wire that's electrified. So
Wow.
when we start to talk about how they make cloak and they need energy, which clearly trees are energy, right? And
Yeah.
there's clearly energy up there too because the Nike base has electric, so there's something underground.
There's super amounts of energy in that particular area.
Yeah. So I got the feeling, I was exploring, I got the feeling. and then I got the feeling and I showed you the picture of the shadow man. But what happened next is I smelled him. I smelled it. I smelled it.
Now, describe the smell.
It was disgusting. It was like, now some people talk about Bigfoot smelling like BO. It didn't smell like that. It just smelled like rotten, like a bad shoe, bad hair, just a mixture, right? It
Ugh.
smelled, right?
Huh.
And I'm like, ew, it stinks. So at first I thought, oh, it's just like the area I'm in, like the leaves, right? Because I'm at a high enough elevation now that it's pine trees. So that's another key point, right? Elevation.
Mhm.
So I felt it, I smelt it, and I got a really creepy feeling, right? That smell was so freaking bad that I had to throw away my clothes. They wouldn't come clean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I used to do electrical work and I did some work down in Long Beach at a Mediterranean restaurant.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
when
bad.
I went through a lot of clothes because it wouldn't wash out. When I would come home from that place, my wife would just throw the clothes out and buy me new ones.
Yeah.
So I know how some smells will not come out of clothes, and
I
that's
can't even explain it. Like I'm trying to tell you guys that smell, but I still can't describe it. So my clothes stunk really bad. And look, I thought to myself, well, it's a higher elevation. It was a little bit, it was July, but it was 45. I checked because I went back to investigate some more. So, well, only 3 times because I'm a little spooked out, because I go alone.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways,
Me too.
so,
I know how it is.
I checked the elevation. It's like 4,400 elevation. So it wasn't like it was sticky hot. And I thought, is it me? Was I perspiring different with a different elevation? Like, no. It was all on my clothes and my shoes. So the way I realized it was in my shoes later is my shoes are in my closet in my room. And like for about a month, I kept going, what's that smell? Is it the carpet? Is it this? I was throwing things away and it was my freaking shoes.
Wow.
And so when you take the smell, the feeling, it's a government Nike base, it's still active. And then I have the pictures, like there's 3 of them. I mean, it's pretty clear. That's a shadow, man. I don't know.
There's definitely something going on in those pictures for sure.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
There's from that one incident, I have a lot.
Oh, I know. Me and you have talked over time, and I've been on your live chats. I've seen your pictures, and I mean, there's definitely
Something
more
going
than
on.
just Bigfoot out there.
Yeah. So that was my first sort of experience. So the first experience was June 29. I won't forget. And I did capture a ghost, but it's copyrighted right now, so I can't show you. But then 1 month later, I went back and caught the shadow man I just showed you. Okay, nice. So that's pretty trippy. So now there's a method to my madness. So where some of you guys go to like the forest and, there's certain locations, I have a different method to my madness, and that is energy. Okay, like I because I like history and I explore, I put together the pieces. Like if there is stories of a Bigfoot or stories of a ghost or there's legends, that's number 1 check mark, right? And then maybe, so then like, for example, I'm not as dumb as I look, right? Then I'm an FAA licensed drone pilot. So I'm able to go on and get the FAA maps of areas and I can see trippy stuff so let's say this place where I go to is up here. And there's a windy canyon that goes up it. But what's really trippy is on the Nike base, I'm allowed to fly my drone. Okay? Why? I'm allowed to fly my drone. Yeah.
You would think that would be restricted airspace.
Exactly. So it goes this.
I mean, you're talking about a freaking 6-story, 7-story missile flying out of that thing in any given time. You'd think they'd want to keep that airspace clear.
Not only that, Kevin, get this. There's helicopters that land up there for the air rangers. So why am I allowed to fly? So let's just say here is the Nike base. I'm going to show you. Here's the Nike base. Can't see it. Okay. So pretend like here's the Nike base and here's the windy canyon everyone gets scared on. Okay. So here is the Nike base and I am okay to fly my drone. FAA on my map. This side that's all mountain range is all red.
Interesting.
Why on this side,
right.
You can fly, but not this side?
Why? Exactly. Why is that?
Why? Because there's something over there. So then I dig deeper. I'm like, okay, so what was on that side? And what's on that side is old mining claims. Okay. So the plot thickens. So I go to the Nike base, I do my stuff. Then I travel back down to the bottom. Then on that side is government. On this side is old mining claims. And then at the bottom was old Indian grounds. So let me show you what I found in the Indian grounds. So now I'm starting to put the pieces together, right?
So were you were able to get down there and put boots on the ground in that red zone?
Yes. I even flew my drone.
Nice.
I even flew my drone, but I have to go back. Of course I flew my drone.
Right.
Guys, of course I flew my drone. Okay,
what kind of, just out of curiosity and stuff, so everybody, what kind of drone are you using? A DJI?
Yeah, I have a DJI Max Maverick Pro. DJI
Oh,
Mavic
okay.
Pro
Oh, the man.
Platinum.
Yeah,
So
those
even
are
though
good ones.
it's not the big one, but it's the smart one.
Right, it's the smart one. Right.
And it's heavy. It's heavy. So
Yeah.
it's heavy. So I can fly it through like 22-mile-an-hour winds, and that thing will just be like
right, and it don't move. Right.
It does not
Nice.
move.
Nice.
So let me show you guys the next. So I'm going to go now to the bottom part. Okay, so I'm at the top. So then I decide to go and investigate the bottom part where the Indian grounds are, right? The Indian burial grounds or old Indian grounds are. I don't know if you can see this guy. Can you see this guy at all, Kevin?
I see something in there. It looks like there's a downed log down, and then there's something in front of it. And
okay, watch this carefully. You see the red eyes? I did the red. Those are red eyes. Those are his eyes. That's his mouth. That's his nose. This is his arm.
Right.
This is his arm.
And that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, and this one at the bottom is you know how Mark always says there's daddy and mommy.
Right.
So right here is the baby. See the eyes? I did not touch that. This is not nothing. There's eyes right there. Boom, boom. Daddy, baby, and he's holding a stick. But here's what's bitching about this. Even if you kind of sort of don't see it, it's okay. Believe me, it's there. Here's what I want to say. You could see the cone head too, huh, you guys?
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah.
This right here is his big paw. But you ready? This white is a full-size bathroom. This is an abandoned. It's a bathroom, a wooden bathroom, big building.
Oh. So it's like it's leaning on top of an actual full-size bathroom.
He's so big.
Out in the freaking woods. Now, I think I remember this live stream when you went over this. I was in that chat.
Yeah.
And I think, didn't you have another picture of this, of the same area that does not show that?
Yeah, I'll try and find it. But first I wanted to.
I mean, you had this picture, and then you went back and you took another picture, and you can't see that anywhere near that bathroom. And you show the bathroom. I remember that. That was
for sake of argument for tonight, in case I can't find it fast enough for you. Right. This is a wooden brick bathroom that the park made. That's the roof.
Right. It's got brick walls and it has a rooftop.
That's
it's
crazy.
got one side is the men and one side is the women. It's 12 foot by 12 foot.
Yeah.
By about at the peak of the roof, which is sloped, it's about 12 foot.
Yeah.
So you're looking at it
legit. Now, if you look closely at this big guy here, that's his arm. Trust me when I tell you, because I know I've been there, right?
Right.
This is his arm. You guys know I have 1,000 pictures. So look, this is his
arm.
More
than that.
Huh?
You probably have more than
I
that.
probably do. But look at Junior, if you will.
Yeah, and it almost what it looks like to me, it looks like his daddy is standing over Junior.
Yeah.
As almost a protection kind of thing. You know what I mean? You know how little kids run up and hug, mommy and daddy's legs?
Yeah. Here's the deal. Ready, Kevin? So see, this is Junior, and I think Junior is holding a weapon, okay? A stick, like a billy club. But you see this? There's something in Junior's mouth. He's eating something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's like an animal.
Hey. The kids got to eat too, right?
This is not, I only brighten the color. That's it. I have no other technology to do as far as fixing pictures, okay?
Right.
That's all about location.
That's all I have too, man. Just being able to adjust the color and
this is the same location where I told you I was not the drone. Remember the borderline of not being able to fly the drone.
Right.
Is this guy was captured there too? See the eyes?
Oh yeah. I see eyes, nose, a mouth, a definite forehead. I mean, looks like it might have a couple of branches or twigs in front of it that will break up the image, but I mean, it looks like a face.
Oh yeah.
You can see the white in the eyes. This is the same location that I just showed you, Daddy. And then in that same location, I've also taken a fairy. This is a fairy.
I remember
Remember
that.
one?
Yep, I remember that, and I remember you pointing it out, and then you were able to go back and literally stop. I mean, it looks like there's freaking wings coming off of it, and it looks like it has legs hanging down.
I know. Well, what's weird is, get this. Okay, so what's cool about this is that, here we go. What's cool about it is I did catch a fairy, but I left my GoPro, but I messed with my GoPro and I put it on 120 frame per second, and it didn't work. It wasn't capable of doing it. So it was blurry. So I went back, and then I had my 4K camera, but this is what's cool, is I'm walking towards that location where the bathroom is, right? There's no coincidence. I'm going towards the bathroom, and then I'm like talking because I'm nervous. So I talk, and I'm talking, and then that fairy goes, and I catch it on my 4K. And I go, oh, and it's blue. And if it was a hummingbird, it wouldn't have flown like that. If it was a moth, it wouldn't have flown that high. And why is it blue?
Yeah, and I think I've talked to you about this too, that I actually had to talk to you about it, that in a couple of my videos from my area, I noticed this blue thing zigzagging across the screen, and it was like electric blue. It wasn't like baby blue or light blue. It was like electric blue, and I didn't see it at the time, but I caught it in two different videos that were filmed a mile apart from each other. And you're like, there's something to that. You got to try and screenshot it and zoom in and everything. So
what's interesting about that is Ron Moore, famous Ron Moore, he actually said, yeah, he actually said that when they were in the forest where they captured the voices in 1973 of the Bigfoots, he said that a blue orb flew right past his camp. Him and his wife were watching it. Like, that is part of their energy of some kind and how they use it to manipulate. So,
yeah,
for the purpose of your show, I'm trying to, like, I have 3 categories to stay on track. So, like, I started up at the Nike base, because I can go
Run
on.
with
He doesn't know.
Run with it.
I started the Nike base, but I wanted to explain in detail, the smell, which I really am not able to do. And then I came down below to where the Indian area was, and where you're not allowed to fly the drone. No coincidence. And I filmed that face, that Bigfoot, or the big Bigfoot. I got lots of Bigfoots. A Bigfoot, and then the fairy, and that face. And then here, I'll show you now the next one. Then the next, I'm still down below now where you're not allowed to fly the drone, just so we're, okay, let me get it. So you got the fairy, and then let me see what else. Oh yeah, here you go. This is one of my first great captures. This guy is badass.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at his eye. Look at his eye.
That's crazy.
You guys, that's tight, right?
Yeah, that is definitely crazy looking.
Looks like one of those faces on YouTube I saw before.
I mean, I see eyes, a nose, a mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
receding hairline, like
it's not like a straight on profile. It's almost like it's turned a little bit like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what they always do. They always look to the side. They don't like looking.
I know. I mean, I think Marie, I sent you the picture of mine, right? He was the same thing too. He was like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they always have something in front of them.
Yeah.
To break up the image.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
This guy, and you know what else is cool is you can see, even though it looks human, but we know it's not. You can see by the jaw. The mouth is like longer, like bigger, like masculine.
Yeah. It's got a longer jaw opening.
Yeah.
For
when
sure.
I captured this, I almost crapped my pants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I bet. I mean, did we lose her again? There she is.
It's me. I'm a rookie.
Well.
So I'm just showing you a few. So that face of the Bigfoot, clear as a bell.
Yep.
Then the brown face, clear as a bell. the fairy and the real big one. Now that is in one location. I mean, I have a lot from that one location, but now it's starting to make sense because I'm putting the pieces together. Like I said, energy has to do with it, history, legends. So if somebody said, "Oh, I heard the legend of a ghost over there," or "I heard legend of a Bigfoot," that's the place to go investigate because there's always, something to stuff.
Right. And
You
there's
know?
going to be energy involved, obviously.
Yeah, anywhere
You know.
it's haunted, it's got something to do with probably Bigfoot too. A lot of times,
For sure.
Yeah,
'Cause they're all together. You know what I mean? They're one big family. So
Yep.
like my investigations is a little bit different than forest investigations. So, a lot of people are like, "Oh no, there's no Bigfoot in LA." Well, I'm not in LA. I'm like, I'm in Santa Clarita. I'm not in the city,
Yep.
And Santa Clarita has a lot of history. The first gold was discovered here in 1842, long before Sutter Mill. We have pioneers, cowboys, so there's legends, right? So, but it's not, I mean, I don't want to go into my theory of where they live, where they come from, and how they come in and out of the dimension, because I do believe it's dimensional. They have powers, magic, something. They're always holding a weapon or a rod in all of my pictures, and I have more than 1,000. So, so I take the pieces, the Nike base, and I come down and I go to the Indian abandoned campground, and that's another thing. Why is it an abandoned campground? Why is it abandoned? Right? There's a reason. Why is it abandoned? So then I go further, and I was looking for a ghost at a cemetery, not the baby cemetery, like an old one, a big cemetery. And the big cemetery is like there. Remember, I live in a town that's very rural. Like it has a lot of history. So not only is the first gold discovered in my town, but the first Standard Oil pump was discovered here. So you had miners, oil workers, and then William S. Hart is an old cowboy, and he's from here, and they shot movies out here. Gene Rogers, y'all know him. His ranch is right here, Disney Ranch. So I have a lot of history. So where they built the cemetery there's energy, and it's bigger than you think. So some people go, "Oh, it doesn't look like it's big enough." No. Look to the right and look down that hill and see how big of an area this is.
I mean, I actually did some research into my area where I've been investigating Bigfoot, which I call the bush people because we don't really have any trees out there. They hollow out bushes and they sit in them. So I call them the bush people.
That's really good.
It's fitting. You know what I mean? It's not to be derogatory or to be mean. It's just fitting. And I did some research on the area. My area is 155,000 acres of wildlife conservancy area. Yeah. That is a lot of freaking area. I had no idea it was that big.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. And that's another thing. If somebody goes, "Oh, I own like 10 acres," that's large. So that much is out of control. So, some of these places I'm going to, I mean, it's endless mountain ranges. It's not what you think. Just because I'm not in, where Patty is, doesn't mean there's not areas that they live, whether it's underground or however they do it. I'm not sure.
Everywhere.
And I'm sure you'll agree with this and stuff. And when I say this, that you don't need to go way deep out in the woods to find these things. They're literally in our backyards.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Literally.
I mean, they come right up to the edge of where nature meets the city.
Yeah.
And it's almost like we are their entertainment,
So let's keep it. That's exactly right. So let's keep in mind, because Rio used to talk about that. Utah Rio. He used to talk about they were right there in the park. Now the difference between Rio is Utah is very rural, and the rural area comes right to the park. So they were able to set up their blinds. Remember that? So yeah, like for me, it's not something that I just stumbled on and I'm going. I mean, I've been studying this for a long time. I did accidentally stumble on it, and then that opened my eyes of how I can do my investigations. Because I thought I had to go travel to Northern California to see him. I didn't realize, you know what I mean? So back to so just to set everybody up. So like then when I go to my cemetery, it's a big cemetery but it's rural. I mean, like I said, the oil rigs are still there from 1870. So there's a town out here called Metroville. Metroville is the oldest, oil town. It was kind of neat. Anyways, so even though I'm going to a big cemetery right there on the cusp, and they built all these blinds, and so I accidentally captured some stuff there. I'll show you right now. Let me see if I can do it. I got to remove me from screen once.
She's working it. She's working it.
I don't have to do anything. That's great.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, she says she's a rookie, but she's more of a pro than I am.
Oh.
Are you ready for this, you guys? This is my cemetery monkey Bigfoot. Right here.
Wow.
You see him?
Yeah.
Now, he's clear as a bell. That's like not bushes.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It's like a monkey face, okay? And then if you look closely, this one's going to be hard to see. But right here, this dark part is like his arm is holding something. And this arm, he's got like a how they have their rods. So here's an arm. And then the other arm is holding like something, like he's carrying something. But either way, just see his face. So that's number 1 at the cemetery. Here's number 2 at the cemetery. Now just look at this for a minute. Okay, I don't know anyone who's caught a Bigfoot creature with shiny hair. See, this is his face. Remember, he's like a monkey looking. The creatures out here my Bigfoots are like a monkey type. Right here, you see his nose and his mouth?
No.
And then right here, he's holding something like some rods. You see there's like some rods here. See, that's his hair flipping over. That's another creature. You know how they are. They come in pairs. But if you look, it's like a monkey type face. It's a Bigfoot, trust me.
Yeah. I heard they put their hair in front of their face a lot.
I would not doubt it. You know what I mean? I would not doubt it. And then this is at the cemetery too. You can clearly see the fork rod here, the fork. But more importantly, you can see, I call him the Joker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that one too. He's like, looks like he's sticking his tongue out at you like,
He's got a top hat on, and his tongue is red.
It looks like one of those old school, like 20s or 30s, like short little top hat things, but it's got like the flat sides and the flat top, but it's like a lot shorter.
And like he's got his ear there. I mean, I could see his eyes, his face.
Oh, yeah, his nose, his mouth, his tongue, his ear. I mean,
it's gnarly. And then you got the fork. I mean, that's not bushes.
All right. And it looks like there's something else in there too, something that looks Bigfoot-ish. You see eyes, a nose, a mouth, cone head,
Yeah, for sure. And then like this is the same thing at the cemetery. Like I see them holding weapons, You see like this axe looking thing.
Oh wow, it looks like an old, a long axe, I think is what they called it back in the medieval days.
It's badass, huh?
A long axe, yeah.
I mean, this is at the cemetery in the bushes. There's no doubt. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
so, but this guy's a little bit hard to see, but he's legit. Trust me. This is also at the cemetery, just to show you how they use their magic. You see this, look at this. You see this blue? That's them flying in. You see that's like a face going, and then right here is the Bigfoot face. Right here.
Weird.
This is when I was there and they whistled. It was on video.
Yeah,
I was walking away.
I could definitely see that face in there.
You see it? Okay, good. And then this you can't. This is during the day. There's no lights. Why? Look at the little orb. Remember we talked about blue orbs. Remember? There's no doubt about it. This is after when I was there and they whistled, they went, so funny. So funny. Let me get back. Okay. Yeah, move that. Hey, I'm at the talk now. Yeah. So I had
we moved you up a notch.
Now moving me along. I have other pictures, but I didn't want to show you too much because I want to keep on track because I know how it is. Let me see if I can show you this one. This one is two. Let me see. I think here you see his big, this is his hand. There's his face right here.
You got to bring up the other piece on it. No, it's not up.
Oh, no wonder. Hang on, no wonder.
Okay, ready? All right.
Wait. Here we go.
Okay, there you go.
Hold on. Right there. You got it? Is it up?
Yeah, it's up now.
Okay, so right here, do you see this guy's face?
Oh yeah, his mouth kind of open too.
Yeah, and that's like a nice nose.
And it seems about right because the gap between the top lip and the nose is really far apart. So
you're right. Good point. I forgot about that. Yeah. And then his big hand right there.
Yeah.
Big hand.
Yeah.
Now this guy was right above the Shadow Man that day I took the Shadow Man. It's interesting, the blue, because we were talking about the blue, remember?
Yeah, even Ken and Rachel was talking about they love blue.
Yeah.
That's crazy right there.
There's a lot of energy up there at these places that I go. You know what I mean? So there is no doubt about it. Hold on. Let's see if I can find a few more. But I start putting all the pieces together. I didn't want to scare you with my monsters, but I guess it's too late. Here we go. I called this monster my this one's dark, but here's the deal. It's a video. So here is the man's face. It's a monster I took it on Valentine's Day.
It looks like a long snout on it too.
He's starting to come in right here. Wait, forget that. Those are monsters. Oh, yeah, here's the fairy. See the fairy that same day? The fairy was right here. See? Remember the fairy I got in blue? Well, that's her. And this is like a dog man. You guys see him right here? See the nose, mouth? It's like a dog man.
Huh.
See this monster here? This guy.
Okay.
You guys, look at the girlfriend has got her teeth coming out. Right here. I know.
Oh, that's crazy looking.
Yeah.
It is crazy looking, huh? And then here's another thing.
That's borderline disturbing.
I know. I didn't want to show you guys.
Borderline too disturbing.
That is my favorite.
You love
picture. I love
That's
it.
pretty cool right there.
Yeah.
That is
like
a
the baby's
mama
going like
Bigfoot.
that.
Exactly. With the baby on her lap, reaching up around her neck.
Yeah.
Just like a baby would do.
Exactly.
Yep. I love
And
that
also,
picture. That is my favorite picture. And thank you.
Oh, you good. I'm glad you like it. Also, you see the hairs flipping over like we were talking about.
Yeah, right in the front.
Yeah, that is so legit, huh? That is so legit. And I actually have more pictures of that one. More pictures of that one. Like, oops, I didn't do that.
You want it off?
Here we go. Yeah, I didn't do it. Oh, it's a delay. So that one where the monkey with the mom and the baby, that's tight. That's in broad daylight. Broad daylight.
Right.
And
and it's funny too because people say, "Oh, well, Bigfoot are nocturnal." No, they're not. They're out anytime they want to be. So, I mean, I've gotten pictures of them during the day. You've gotten pictures of them during the day. Lewis has had experiences at night and during the day.
Oh yeah.
So, that myth has been busted.
Debunked. Okay, I think
Yeah.
I found the picture of the bathroom for you, okay?
The one without it, right?
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
So first I just see. Here's the bathroom all the way over here.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Way over there.
And that's one shot before shit. That's it. So this is like the same shot, same day, right? But like a snap. So this is right before I got the other shot. You can see the hand is right there.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah,
And
it's
then
almost
this-
like it's leaning on the roof.
Dude, and look, the baby is right there still. Like
Yep.
it's right before I took this second snapshot, you know? So in
Yep.
this one, it looks like a dog face right there. It's hard to see. But there's something else over here too. This is a portal. I'm not lying to you guys. For 1000%, I can't even begin to tell you what I know. But I don't want to tell you right now. This is a portal. I'm telling you.
Well, for sake of keeping everyone alive, it's probably best not to reveal that information.
Yeah, probably not. But it's here you go. Here it is. Another one, Kevin. So look, see, it's clear. This is unaltered picture. You see it? So back here is the bathroom.
Right.
I'm far away. Thank God. Thank God. See, it's a full size brick bathroom.
Yep.
Ooh, look at that face. Yeah. Once they open the portal, you guys, that's it. A shitload come through for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Once they open those things up, man, the floodgate, it's like opening up floodgates, you know? They're all itching to get out and go on vacation to another world, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. This was up at the Nike base. This is a way zoomed in, but it's like a little bear crawling. I'm far away.
Yeah, yeah.
But believe
You're
me.
probably, half a mile away at that point, huh?
Yeah, I was driving away and I accidentally caught him. Trust me, it was an accident. I don't want to show you the picture because it's copyrighted right now. But I can show you some of these that I've shown, like this one. This guy is screaming.
Yeah, he looks a little PO'd. He's screaming at something.
Got a thin nose, huh?
Yeah, but that mouth. Now I'm going to tell you something else, you guys. Like some of the other things that I know. What I've started to take notice is I've noticed in certain locations different kinds. Okay, so like I know where the fairy lives. I know where the fairy lives, and I know a real big Bigfoot lives there because I showed you. You know that was one of my first pictures with that hand. I saw that. I was like, oh, and who am I gonna ask? Right? They're gonna think I'm crazy. I was like, Mom, do you see that? And then I started showing my mom, and then all of a sudden my mom goes, yeah, I see that. And then my mom was like, I could see the look in my mom's eyes after the 100th picture. She looked at me and she goes, I wish you would get another hobby, because she started to get scared.
Getting creeped out.
Which I don't blame her.
Creeped out. Right.
But I started to notice a pattern, like it's different kinds of entities where I am. I showed you guys the monkey look. My Bigfoots look like a monkey. Monkey. They're not little. They're not little. They got monkey looking faces, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have plenty of this pictures, and a lot of my pictures are video. So I'm not showing you the video because they're moving, right?
Right. They're screenshots of your video, which is generally the best way to catch these beings.
Yeah.
Is just to go out there, do a video, and then take your time going through it. You see something interesting, you take a screenshot, you zoom into it, and you crop it and bring it up tighter and tighter. And that's generally seems to be the best way to get them, because they're crafty.
They are more than crafty. I mean, they're masters at camouflage.
Oh,
Masters.
absolutely.
I mean, I think I got lucky with the Shadow Man because I don't think he had time to cloak, and so he was trying to hide. You know what I mean? And but any of your viewers that are listening, I just want to say, like, go with your gut. So if you got your spidey senses and you go, oh, I got a weird feeling. You know what I mean? We are energy and vibration and water. Okay? So when there's like an earthquake, our equilibrium makes us all crazy. I've been in places where I get dizzy. You know what I mean? I'll feel a little bit lightheaded, and I'll know that it's happening. So what I've learned is to trust my instincts and to go with, if I'm starting to feel it, get your spidey, snap some pictures. And then when you get home, you'll see stuff. I mean, I've captured blue rays coming from a tree, but they bend. And it goes, it's bending.
I saw those. You showed that on one of your live streams, and I was like, that's really weird. I mean, if it was a light ray from the sun or something reflecting, it's going to be a straight line. It's going to stop because it's going to be absorbed into something. Why would it bend? I mean, you clearly see that. I mean, it's obviously going a different direction.
I mean, it was. And the other thing about the bend is it was a big tree bush. It looked like the rays were coming out, not in. Mm. The rays were like coming out, not in.
Yeah, they looked like they were coming out of the ground and not from the sky.
And there was like 3 of them. Oh, who's this? Okay, so June 29th is when I first took my first picture, the portal picture of the skulls at the Nike base. Mm. So it's been like 10 months.
10 months.
So here's the thing I want to say. Once you get your spidey senses and then you snap some pictures and you see them, I'm going to tell you something important listening. Once you see them, then they see you. Once you see them, they see you. And what happens is all the time, what happens is I have pictures of them doing this. They'll go, and they're looking right at me. I got this one guy he's a really scary guy. I don't want to show him. And he's got dreadlocks and he's going, watching me. So I haven't been doing it that long. I've been interested and educated myself. But then once I caught it, the pictures, I had nobody to talk to about it. And then I started to go, what am I crazy? So I kept taking more pictures. Am I crazy? And then slowly I started to show a few people. And now I started a Facebook group so people can talk freely. I don't know if you want me to announce it, but it's a Facebook group where we can freely talk because it's a private group. So people will put a picture up of what they captured and somebody will go, oh, wait, I see that. So you don't want to put a picture on I don't put pictures up on my regular Facebook, where my mom and my grandma can see. They're going to be like, she's cuckoo, take her, get the white jacket.
Time to have her committed, huh? Straight jackets and padded cell for you, right?
Yeah. I mean, so I believe that once they know you see them, they see you. I see it all the time. I photograph it all the time. They constantly are looking at me. Now, the other thing I learned was vibration and sound. Right? Isn't it in the Bible about the 7 trumpets of Jericho? Right?
Right down the wall.
Right down the wall. Right? Yep. So what happens is naturally, I would go out there and I get nervous and I sing. I don't mean it, but I'll be going, oh, I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yankee Doodle Dandy. Something about 7 notes, right?
7 notes. And so then they start coming out. And I have pictures of them actually morphing in and out. Here, I'll show you. Like here's a picture. Here's a picture of a ghost that I took in a cabin.
Oh wow, that's creepy.
See that?
See that kind of ghost stuff. I don't mess around with the ghost stuff. I had my experience. I'm done with that. I am not going down that rabbit hole. So I'll spend all day long with Bigfoot. But you want to talk ghosts? Nope, you're on your own. You are on your own.
Yeah. So anybody who's watching, I mean, the trick is, trust your instincts and And if you trust your instincts, you know they're there. Then take some pictures, and then you'll start getting a little bit better. I'll show you. Let me see.
I go by my
gut. I lost you. You there?
It seems like we're always losing him.
Did he drop?
No, his signal kind of gets choppy sometimes where he's at.
Well, I didn't want to overwhelm because I too have a YouTube channel, right? And I know that sometimes a lot of people will get off track.
Oh yeah.
And so he asked me to just have 10 pictures ready, and that's. Is he there?
He'll come back in just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
right
I got
now.
something.
Okay, you ready for pictures?
Yeah, you want to see a couple more?
There you go. Yeah.
Let's see. Am I? Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
I didn't know I was on. Okay, so this is called the Devil's Punch Bowl here in Angeles Crest Forest.
Yeah, I've heard about this place. Our dogman is very near too.
You know what else is up here is this is one of the locations for missing 411. Okay.
Yeah.
2 people have gone missing here. So I went there, of course, naturally alone. What else is new? And if you look, I'll show you a couple of really interesting things. This is really kind of going to blow you away, though. It might blow you away. I know Kevin might have seen this already. But if you look over here in this corner, right here, okay, if you notice, this is all green and this is rock, right? But when you zoom in, you're going to see something here. Right here, it's gray. Okay, it's gray. Ready? You zoom in and you zoom in. And do you see this guy right here? Okay. Now, what's creepy about this, remember, it's Devil's Punch Bowl. You'll see, I see right here, this round thing is the portal like opening. You see they're coming in right here.
That's
see
weird.
That's going. You see the face, you see the monster, you see this face. Okay, then you see like, this is silver. There's no reason for silver.
I see another face in there too.
Where? Over here? Or over here?
No,
Over here?
just to the right of the black part. No,
Remember I showed you
over
guys
to the right.
earlier.
What are you doing, man?
To the right?
Yo, kid.
Remember I showed you guys earlier the screaming face?
Yeah.
His is a different location
Right
with
over
another
here.
screaming face. You see,
Alright,
there's a
Jimmy,
pattern.
Yep.
Bean and
Dead by steak.
Okay, let's look at this one. Now you can see it a little bit better. This one I just colored. That's all I did, color. You see the silver? There is no reason for silver to be in this green area. Silver.
Right. Right.
telling
It
you,
doesn't
that's-
match the color of the rock. It doesn't match the foliage. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't match anything.
This is a portal. I've seen it. I filmed it. This portal opens and they come in. It's dimensional. It's a dimensional thing. So then also over here, I'll show you something pretty damn scary. I don't know if I see right here. There's a couple of them. See, it's so trippy. Like this is gray. There is no reason for gray to be here. Anyways, I can't get over that. But it is called the Devil's Punch Bowl for a reason.
There's a question over here from Squatchaholic.
Oh, yeah. Squatch on
Have
that.
you ever heard any sounds, screams, whoops, knocks, etc.?
Yes. So, yeah. So at the cemetery, there's a video I did, and it's got Batman in it. And so there's this tree line I told you for the cemetery where I've captured some of the Bigfoots. And there's a tree line, and I filmed this guy, and he looks like he's Batman. He has something like, it must be his hair, and it's like he looks like Batman. Okay. So as I turn around on video, it's on my YouTube channel, Paranormal Mason Exploring. It's 2 months ago. As I turn around, I say, bye, you guys, I'm going to leave. I turn around and I film behind me walking. And all of a sudden it goes, and I say on camera, did you hear that whistle? And that was picked up so clear from just my cell phone. It's all on video. That's the one where I had a ray that came down on my head. I'm at a cemetery and I'm walking, and it was a ray that came through the tree, but it was a ray that went right into my head. And they whistled right on camera like that. Oh, so then the second thing is I caught a UFO at the same time as I did the big Bigfoot. It's only a month-old video. I went to the cemetery, and ironically, in my location where I filmed them, there is they were digging a cemetery hole. And so what it was is somebody was buried there, and when the husband or wife died, they put them on top. You know what I mean? So I walk over to my section, and they were digging the cemetery hole right where my Bigfoots. I've caught the really big Bigfoot. You guys haven't seen it because it's registered being copyrighted. It's a good one. We'll show it later. I'll come back and show it. So they were digging the cemetery hole, and I said, "Hey, can I film it?" And the workers go, "No, you can't film it." And I go, "Okay." And I had of course, my phone on in my pocket, of course. And I go, "God, do you smell that?" And they go, "I don't smell it." And I go, "You don't smell that?" And they go, "No, I don't smell that." And I'm like, "God, I smell it." And they didn't smell it. So I thought about it after the fact. Like, I wonder if that was another time that I smelled them, because I captured a real big Bigfoot. He looks like Lurch. He's a real big one. Go on. I wish I had those pictures up, but I didn't put it up because I didn't want to overload you, like you said. It's all your fault, Kevin. You told me not to have it shredded.
I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. I wish we could do this show for 3 hours, but
Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I can't. I don't want to scramble. But listen, but I will tell you that it's but on my YouTube channel, Paranormal Mason Exploring, the past 4 months is when I really started to expose what I'm really filming. And it's basically a platform for everyone, like your platform. You know what I mean? Like, we've talked about this, because this is we need to collectively put this information together, right? There's things that that I don't know, and because we are little compared to the mass amount, I don't think that the Bigfoots.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right.
Right? I don't think that the Bigfoots are surviving. I think they're thriving.
I think so too.
It's because they are.
I think so too.
Almost like, Kevin, it's almost like they're the ancient ones. Okay? The Indians talked about it. They saw it. You know why the Indians saw it? Because they were in tune with the vibration and earth. We are so programmed to be like, go to work, do this, do that we've lost the connection to earth. The Indians were there. I have pictures. I could bring it on another time. I have pictures of petroglyphs that I took. The largest area of petroglyphs in California is Ridgecrest, and I was hired by some weird reason to do aerial footage. And I said to the guy, the museum, I go, "Hey, where's your petroglyphs of the drawings the Indians did of Bigfoot?" And he goes, "Right here." And it was 4 rocks that had a Bigfoot, alien, and an ant person, and something with a helmet. And I'm like, no. So I almost feel like the Bigfoots and the Sasquatches are ancient ones. And they're so much more further advanced than us spiritually. Secondly, us humans, we can't see but 1%. That's another issue. They could be right in front of you.
Yep. Like he's stuck on you.
I thought he was being patient. Well, that's trippy. That is
He gets you every time.
Oh my God. Why does it keep losing connection? Well, I wish I would have had more pictures ready, but I just didn't want to overwhelm you. I hope 10. There he is.
I keep losing connection because I'm on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And we're working off of a very low-powered, cheap router. And I need to go and invest in an Ethernet cable.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, in regards to your viewer, just another quick thing. Use your spidey senses. Be aware. and know that I think that the Bigfoots they're the original Earthlings. Okay. They're the
Absolutely.
original Earthlings. So, some people say, don't be afraid of them. Don't listen to that. Go with your gut. And then another time I had a picture of like the Joker and somebody said, that looks like the devil. And I said, well, how do you know what the devil looks like? Have you seen him? Like, I don't
Right.
know. I don't know what the devil looks like.
And if you know what the devil looks like, chances are you're probably doing some bad deals with them in the first place. So you're probably someone you don't want to affiliate with anyway. So
True.
Yep.
Right. So as far as your viewers go, trust your instincts and know,
Right.
not saying don't be afraid of them, but be aware. I mean, I can tell you there was 2 times I was so fucking scared out of my mind. I almost peed my pants. And one was when I went out investigating with Claudia Ackley up in Big Bear at night with a dummy.
Yeah.
Like a dummy. I went at night.
That place, I've experienced some stuff up there that is just absolutely, scary.
Yeah, and then another thing is back in the 70s, they used to do devil worshiping up there, so maybe they opened a portal. The second time I was scared out of my mind was at the Pasadena Suicide Bridge. And that's another portal, okay, because that's where Alex Crowley and J.P. Parsons supposedly were doing some stuff recording. So those are the
I don't know if you're aware of Cryptid 559.
I've heard,
You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
He does the same kind of stuff right down your alley. So you may want to contact him, and you guys can talk and stuff. So I think.
Well, I mean, I just want you guys to know I do believe in Bigfoot, but what's happening is I crossed the line, and I'm like I'm seeing into another dimension, and it's
Right.
So
it was your Bigfoot research that led you down this pathway into where you're at now.
Yeah. As far as lost time, let me touch on that because this is a very important thing. I didn't show you guys the picture. There's a place here by me, the Wash. It's called the Baby Cemetery, and it's an old 1800 cemetery. It's all on my YouTube. So back to the lost time question. So 2 weeks ago, there's the Wash that I go to, just like Missing 411. I'm walking my dog, but instead of walking the bike path, I went into the Wash where it's rocky. And my dog is one of those dogs that you dream of. He never leaves my side. He's smart. He listens. He never leaves my side. And I was walking inside the Wash where I had captured a picture of, it's on my channel. It's a picture of a you can see he's wearing a blue shirt. It's blue and it's like it's clear. It's like a little monster and he has like a big claw hand or something. I don't know. It's like, but a human face. But that could be them coming through and you only see part of them. That's all. And so I was with the dog. It was 2 weeks ago and I'm walking and the Wash had like some lips in it. It's illusion. Like I thought it was flat, but it wasn't. Big trees. I saw some fake Bigfoot fireplaces. It's all on the video. I lost the dog. I never ever lose him. Never. Okay. And I'm like screaming his name. And what happens is it starts to rain. I'm in Southern California. It starts to pour. Now I'm screaming and my voice is not traveling. And I'm like screaming. I just snapped a picture of these monsters with a blue shirt on. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm panicking because I know what I know. And he was gone. And I'm like screaming. I called 911. I started panic. It's because I know who's there. And I started running. I lost like 10 pounds. No, I'm kidding. I'm running. And I'm screaming his name and I'm calling my friends and I'm panicking. And my friend goes, 45 minutes. My friend goes, just go back to the car. Just go back to your car. I'm like, he doesn't know the way. I'm deep in the Wash. I went a different way. I'm 2 miles in. So I run back to the car and my dog was standing by the car.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, as I was running towards him, he kind of didn't recognize me. This is where I think something happened. He didn't recognize me. And he was looking at me and I was running, yelling his name. He was looking at me and it took him like 15 seconds to go, it's mommy. And then he started running and I went, ooh, he's not there. Like they picked him up.
And put him back at the car.
Yeah, or they took him like to play with me because I have a snapshot right before that where there's a big monster in the tree. And like,
Crazy.
so last time, that is the time I lost time. He lost time,
Wow.
right?
Wow.
And it was bad. It was bad. And
Yeah.
he was like delusional. He was like weird. Something happened to him.
That's weird.
You know what I mean? So that's the only time I've lost time that I know of.
Huh.
Right?
That's crazy.
That you know of. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we're hours
Time's
up.
Yep.
And I want to say thank you for coming on the podcast. And we hope to have you back again with some of your other crazy experiences and
Yeah.
your awesome Elmer Fudd hat.
You better believe it. I'm hunting.
And keep doing what you're doing and just be safe doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't
cool.
lose your
Thank
dog
you.
again.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys very much for having me. I hope that was enough pictures. You know, I have thousands and I'll be happy to do it again. You know?
You guys go check
Absolutely.
her out. Check her channel out. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, Paranormal Mason Exploring. Go check it out. She does live shows all the time too. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share her stuff, and go check out her live stuff because you get to see stuff on there that she doesn't normally put out there. So
Yeah.
Yes.
go check her out. And thank you everybody for joining
I'm
us.
gonna go make dinner for the man of the house.
That's Skip.
Your butler.
I'll go get him some bones.
There you go. There you go.
The doggy bone. All right, listen. Thank you very much, Kevin. Very nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me. And I hope to see you guys in the next chat. All right. So
Yeah.
keep on.
Yep.
Keep on.
All
I
right,
think-
everybody. Everybody have a good night. And thanks for coming in. See
All right,
you
I'll
next
see you.
Sunday.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Later. Mhm. All right. Pretty cool. Oh, and are you already gone? Is he gone already? Are you gone already, Kevin? Guess he's gone already. All right, guys. See you guys later. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching.